Hello, welcome to another episode of HCC MovieMakers Academy Movie Reviews. I'm Trey, Dixon.
I'm Gerald, Tineo.
And we just saw Foxcatcher. Foxcatcher is the new drama from director Bennett Miller. It stars Steve Carell, Channing Tatum, Mark Ruffalo, Sienna Miller, and Vanessa Redgrave. The film tells the true story of Mark Schultz and his brother David Schultz, two gold medal winning Olympic wrestlers who were drafted into the Foxcatcher wrestling team, which is headed up by the rich and enigmatic John DuPont.
The movie was shot on a budget of $12 million, which is pretty low nowadays. So, Trey, what do you think about the movie?
Well, you know what? It's a good film. It is a very good film. It's very well made, very well acted. Everything that you could possibly want in a character study, an American character study, is right here in this movie. I swear to God, I will never watch this movie ever again.
Yeah, I would also say the same. Unless I was just looking back on any of these three actors that I'm familiar with, looking back at their career, I don't see why I would see it again.
It's certainly a nice turn from Steve Carell, who's obviously made a name for himself being a wonderful comedic actor, and it's a great turn from him, and you get a really subdued, really creepy performance. It's sort of served by some makeup and, very, very, very physical, very odd, creepy performance from Steve Carell. Yeah. But while his performance received so much clout, I would actually say that Channing Tatum was his equal, if not slightly better.
Yeah, Channing Tatum it's an actor that keeps surprising me, what the stuff that he can do.
I remember when Channing Tatum was in the first G.I. Joe movie.
I remember him when he was in Dear John.
Or Step Up. You've come a long way from Step Up, my friend.
Yeah.
No, he's got some chops. Everybody fires on all cylinders. Mark Ruffalo is also really great.
Yeah.
Vanessa Redgrave, it doesn't really have much to do, but she's great with what little she's given. She's kind of this overbearing mother who's not proud of the John DuPont character, so they have a really interesting dynamic.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't that much in the movie.
Well, but she wasn't there. What I'm saying is that what she had to do, she did very well.
Yeah.
But it was fitting that character be as absent as she was, because for John DuPont's character, she was clearly this absent figure who was not particularly proud of him, and you see this weird kind of sad relationship where he's always trying to impress his mother, but it doesn't really seem like she cares about anything that he's doing. So the movie tackles that really well, a lot of familial dysfunction, and you see a lot of insecurities in the John DuPont character, and Steve Carell portrays that really well.
Well, and also insecurities within Channing Tatum's character.
Absolutely,
Mark, and the shadow that his brother casts on him.
This is a true story. If anybody didn't know, this is a true story. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that at this point. But it tells the story of these two Olympic wrestlers who end up in this gold medal winning wrestling team, which is headed up by this rich weirdo. And and the whole movie kind of, something happens at the end. I mean, if you don't already know, something big happens, and the movie sort of goes ahead and tries and decipher why it is that could have happened. Mm-hmm. And I guess the filmmakers and the screenwriters, with what little information they were given, based on the real story, concluded that these two characters, the Channing Tatum character and the John DuPont character, found the Mark Ruffalo character an overbearing shadow in their lives, and so it's you can't really decipher psychosis, but I think they did the best they could.
Yeah, and Mark Ruffalo's character was also. When I saw the trailer. Did you see the trailer before the movie?
I saw the trailer for it. I was really looking forward to this movie.
Yeah, I mostly because on a very superficial level, I was looking forward to seeing Steve Carell in a serious role.
Everybody knows Steve Carell, the guy from The Office, and he's doing this creepy role where he plays this infamous individual, and wow, we're gonna go see this, and it's gonna be people build up this expectation in their mind, and it kind of just ends up being like a slow, dry. I wouldn't say hollow because it's clearly talking about a lot of things, but it's very dry and very emotionally distant, and that's why I'd say I'd never go see it again.
Yeah, I think it's trying to capitalize on having Steve Carell with all that makeup looking completely different, and like just letting the audience see him like
Yeah.
look at Steve Carell.
A lot of people that I've spoken with about this movie have said that they recognize that it is a quality film. Obviously, Bennett Miller is a terrific director. He did Capote and Moneyball, but they expect a certain thing. They're going into this movie thinking, "Oh, cool, Steve Carell.
Yeah.
He's doing a dramatic, creepy role. Let's go see this." And they kind of get something different. I mean, his character's creepy, but you feel bad for him the whole time.
Yeah,
you really just feel bad for everybody in this movie.
Yeah,
It's just
pretty much
it's
everyone.
just a sad, dysfunctional world when you have so much pressure placed on you. I don't want to be rich anymore. I mean, very, very creepy and very, very well acted. As much as people were praising Steve Carell's Oscar-nominated performance, I would say that it was actually Channing Tatum who stood on top. He had a very, very emotional, very physical performance, very visceral performance, harkening back to like the old Marlon Brando movies. Like just this great combination of emotion and physicality, and you get a lot of really great stuff from Channing Tatum. And I'm really pleased with where his career is going.
Yeah, now he's gonna join the X-Men universe, so he's gonna be playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's gonna play Gambit for a while.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
So he's gonna be into superhero movies now.
Well, that's just great.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, I like this movie. Like, the film critic likes this movie. The film critic in me appreciates this movie and respects what it was trying to do. I don't know if I can recommend it.
Yeah, other than if you're interested in
Because
the actors.
It was such a highly publicized story, and people who know how this whole thing planned out, they'd probably want to go ahead and check it out. But this is a movie that's just dry and really distant, and you sort of sit there and feel uncomfortable, and you recognize that part of this movie's artistry is its ability to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to feel that uncomfortable and emotionally distant with very little to latch onto in terms of relatability for that long.
Well, for me, I like the tension and the slow pacing, because the conflicts between the characters are really interesting, and
Everybody has a terrific dynamic.
yeah, like the brothers, or the Mark Schultz character and Mr. DuPont.
Yeah.
It's I can kind of relate to that on a certain level.
Like familial or like?
No, the Mark Schultz and Mr. DuPont.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
they have a really odd, inappropriate relationship in this movie, and it's entertaining to watch for a while, but it just goes on, and
that's true.
The movie's, how long is it? What 2 hours or something like that? At some point you're sort of drawn into their dynamic, and you're watching it and you're thinking, okay, this is really interesting. It's creepy, and I like the way that I'm feeling, but it just goes on, and it's more of the same. And at some point you're like, okay, I get it. It was that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
I appreciate that they managed to capture that, but it went on for a really long time. That being said, it is very well acted. It's very well directed. Very, very well directed. And
for me, the highlights was the acting.
Yeah.
And not so much.
I think that's what everybody's going to end up saying about this movie. Yeah. It's not Bennett Miller's best film. That's probably Moneyball. But
how much would you?
On a scale from 1 to 10, I would give it a 7 as a movie critic, but as an audience member, I would give it like a 6. Because I swear to God, I will never watch this movie ever again. I can't imagine myself being in a place where I would ever feel like watching this movie again. I don't know.
Yeah, I would also give it a 7. Yeah, pretty much the same score on different levels.
Well, if you feel like it, give it a look. If you're interested in the story, they do a great job at telling a really uncomfortable, character-driven story about a rich weirdo and a insecure wrestler. Give it a look if that sounds like something you'd be into. Thank you for watching HCC MovieMakers Academy movie reviews. We're brought to you by the Houston Community College Filmmaking Program and HCC TV. We love movies, and if you love movies like we do, then check out our YouTube channel and subscribe if you would like to receive alerts on more videos just like this one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.